I'm trying to educate you, fucking thoughts. I'm trying to educate you. This is good stuff. This is important stuff, right? What used to be called the Whig theory of history saw civilization steadily moving in a more open, liberal direction. In the late 19th century and early 20th centuries, countries became more democratic, first allowing most men and then women to vote. There were setbacks in the 1920s and 1930s with the emergence of fascism and the imposition of communism in Eastern Europe and China after the Second World War. The period from the 1940s to the 1980s was known as the Great Depression. Oh, sorry, the Great Compression, my bad. But in a broad swath of the world, North America, Western Europe, Australasia, and Japan, democracy seemed well established, and that democracy was accompanied by the growth of welfare states, higher taxes on the wealthy, and a general decline in inequality. The period from the 1940s to the 1980s was known as the Great Compression. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1989 to 1991 brought a range of new countries into the sphere. Latin America also moved in a democratic direction. But all was not completely well. The respect held by voters for politicians fell sharply. Turnout and party membership also dropped. People became both cynical and complacent about democracy. Cynical in the sense that they felt politicians were all the same. Complacent in that they did not really fear the loss of their rights. The financial crisis that began in 2007 has, by creating an additional degree of voter dissatisfaction, further undermined democracy. The economic power of the middle classes helped get them the vote in 1832. If we go back to the growth of democracy in 19th century Britain, one can see the gradual extension of the franchise through the Reform Acts, broadly speaking to the middle classes in 1832, to the better-off urban workers in 1867, agricultural workers in 1884, and to all other men and women over 30 in 1918. As those classes joined the electorate, for avoiding either fascism or communism. In that sense,
oh my god.
In that sense, then, it might seem as if economic power followed political power. Once given the vote, ordinary people backed policies that would redistribute income in their favor. But what if the sequence of events was reversed? The economic power of the middle classes helped get them the vote in 1832. The power of industrial workers through strike and action earned them the vote later on. The mass mobilization of women in the First World War turned into female suffrage. Citizens demanded the political status. By extension, then, we could see the rise of inequality since the 1980s and the threats to democracy as two sides of the same coin. The wealthy used their economic power to fund politicians and bend the legislature. Trade unions in the West weakened the economic power of workers. The wealthy are more likely to vote and far more likely. Larry Bartels, he found that the views of those in the upper third of the income distribution
20 minutes later
means that this is insufficient. No, Brendan, how long have you been deafened for?
You know when you started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, editor-in-chief of the blah 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 blah. Okay, that's it. So what did you guys learn today?
Nothing.
Okay. Do I have to read it all over again till it sinks in? I will do that.